So believe it or not, something really interesting just happened. So I literally just asked Apple right now and I said, hey, is the iPhone 7 still a good iPhone to buy? Now I've been doing this with pretty much every other iPhone so far, and I've been getting kind of mixed responses depending on the specialist that I'm connected to. So, there's a ton of people that work at Apple, but I'm sure there's some sort of blueprint in which they follow when they get some sort of question like this. I don't think it's just this one person's opinion. I feel like there's some sort of system they have, like, oh, if somebody says this iPhone, then they'll go and pick up this iPhone or recommend this iPhone or whatever. So I asked them, is the iPhone 7 still a good iPhone to buy? And literally this person, that I connected to said, yes, definitely. Then they mentioned, which that response in and of itself was actually pretty crazy, because personally, I think the iPhone 7 is an okay iPhone. I mean, at the very, very bottom, it's the lowest iPhone I would recommend buying anymore, and I would not recommend going any lower than that right now. But then they mentioned, this is to inform you that the iPhone 7 is not currently available at online stores, but I would suggest you to please visit your nearest authorized store to check the availability. And then they mentioned if they can send the link, and they did send the link, and it does look like if I go ahead and click, on the Apple link they sent me, it just takes me to find an Apple website or the Apple, store that's around me. So I guess, if they had iPhone 7s, then they would, I guess be able to sell it to me. But the crazy thing is that I asked the same exact question for devices like the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 10 and the 10R, I think. And for a majority of those devices, they pretty much mentioned to me to actually go ahead and, consider buying an iPhone 13 or iPhone 12. And there were some users as well, or some specialists that said, we no longer sell an iPhone 10R, but we still sell an iPhone 11 or even an iPhone SE3 and those type of devices. So it's crazy that for an iPhone 7, this specific specialist actually mentioned to me that it's still a good phone, because it is. I was expecting personally for them to go ahead and actually mention, something like, well, we still sell an iPhone 7, or we still have these iPhones around, so maybe you should consider buying those devices. But they actually didn't end up doing that, which is actually very, very impressive in my opinion. So I will definitely tell you, I think the iPhone 7 is still a pretty good iPhone, for the lowest end tier. But personally, because of its, design, because of its, older chipset, and the fact that it's probably going to be the last supported iPhone on iOS 16, I would be kind of curious. I would honestly probably recommend not picking up this iPhone for the most part. It's the cheapest iPhone I would recommend, but the iPhone 10 still seems to me that it's probably the best of all worlds. It's a little bit more expensive than the iPhone 7, but it's a substantially better phone in my opinion, and it does have a little bit more capability when it comes down to that standpoint as well. So I think when it comes down to that, very, very surprised from the response that I got from Apple about the iPhone 7, when they even considered selling me the iPhone SE3 from, recommending an iPhone 8. So I'd love to hear your opinion on this, so let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.